Hi everyone, and welcome back to our IGCSE Computer Science lecture series. Today's topic is going to be about why computers use binary. Now, every photo on your phone, every song you've ever listened to, and every word you've typed, all of it is stored as nothing but zeros and ones. Now, why, you might ask? Why not just store it the normal way using numbers like 7 or 42? Well, that's exactly what this video is about, and the answer comes down to the physical reality of how computers are built. Now, inside every computer chip, there are billions of tiny switches called transistors. A transistor does one thing. It switches a flow of electricity on or off. That's it, on or off, nothing in between. We represent those two states with number. On equals 1 and off equals 0. So binary, using only zeros and ones, isn't an arbitrary choice. It maps directly onto what the hardware physically does. Now, each transistor stores exactly one piece of information, a 0 or a 1. We call that bit, short for binary digit. And when you put billions of those transistors together on a single chip, then you get something powerful enough to run an entire operating system. Now, you might be wondering, why not just store numbers the normal way? Why not use digits 0 to 9 like we do every day? Well, the problem is voltage. To store a denary digit, the hardware will have to distinguish between 10 different voltage levels, and that's one for each digit from 0 to 9. Even tiny fluctuations in voltage from heat, from interference, from manufacturing variation would cause the wrong digit to be read. That's really unreliable at scale. But with binary, you only need to answer one question. Is the voltage high or is it low? And that's a much more easier distinction to make reliably. Now, that reliability across billions of switches, billions of times per second, is exactly why binary won. Now, here's the part that is actually quite remarkable. It's not just numbers that are stored in binary. Every single type of data in a computer is stored as binary, from text, from images to sound, all of it. When you type a letter A, for example, the computer doesn't store A, it stores the number 65, which in binary is 01000001. And when you look at a photo, every pixel has a color. That color is stored as three numbers, red, green, and blue, each one in binary again. When you listen to music, the sound wave has been measured thousands of times per second, and each measurement is a number, again, stored in binary. The computer itself has no idea whether it's dealing with text or with a photo or whether it's dealing with a piece of music. It just processes binary. The software is what gives the bits their meaning. So 3 things to take away from this video. Binary is used because transistors have exactly 2 physical states, on and off. Using only 2 states makes the system very reliable and much more reliable than trying to distinguish between 10 voltage levels. And all data, not just numbers, but text, images, sound, everything is ultimately stored as binary. In the next video, we start putting this into practice. We'll look at how to convert between binary and denary, which is a skill that comes up directly in the exam. So see you there.